All right. Um. Oh, okay. It was something on the screen. I was trying to make it go away, but it went away by itself. All right. I did not announce that I was going to be going live because I never do. And it's just kind of spontaneous because I intended to make, an actual video. I wanted to make like a video about it, like, you know, all the way edited and explained and everything. And I actually made an explanation video. Hi, Mel. I made an explanation video, I guess probably last week. I never posted it because I thought that it would cause problems, but lo and behold, the problems came anyway, okay? So, I'm just trying to wait until a couple people get on here so I don't have to repeat a lot of the story. But hey, it's Mel's Dagger? Dagger? Am I spelling? I know I'm saying it wrong. But hey, how are you? Um, all right. You know what it's getting to be. I'm gonna do it at 2 minutes. At 2 minutes, I am going to. It's Mel's child. Oh no, this car didn't pull up on the side of me. Mel who? Um, Mel's child. Mel's child. Who is Mel? Melanie? Melanie from LA, from the club? I don't know. Oh, Madison. Mel Madison. My Madison? I'm confused. Naturally, clearly, cuteness. What am I? Oh, child. Blessings to you. Okay. All right. So, I guess I will get into it. So, I kind of, I didn't make a video. Uh, I didn't make a video. I was like going live or whatever, and I'm sure it was like last year when I had left my husband. I didn't put in like the clips of the day I left and all that sort of stuff, but generally, most people who have followed or even just caught the last few videos that I've made, the live videos or so, know that I left my husband, and I, was asked out kind of in the car, right? But a friend, his older woman, who's like a mom to me, she's a Filipino lady. She's like um, it's all right about us, about me and him. He still call me every day in a year and a half. Uh, Surprised he ain't interrupting this video right now. But yeah, I left him, and I was going to be living in a car, but a friend of his actually, she was like, no, you're not living in a car. Uh, so I'm like, okay. So I'm not going to live in a car. I went with her for a few months. So from May until September, and then her son needed to move in or so or something like that. Yeah, and she only had like the one space that I was taking up in the living room. So actually went back to my apartment. The apartment was mine, and I left it. No, you remember seeing him so happy together. Him. He was the one. His whole Instagram is pictures of me. His whole Facebook is like, oh my God, my wife's so wonderful. She's so great. Which I don't know what kind of person he was behind closed doors. He didn't think I'm so great when other people are around. Or so that's how he expresses himself, or did too. Um, but anyway, and then I actually went back to the apartment. Like I was saying, it was my apartment. And I left because I had been asking my husband to, you know, leave for years. Years. Get out. leave alone. But he wouldn't go. And I really wanted my apartment because it was so affordable. And I just knew this is LA. Um, there's literally no way I was ever going to find a place like that ever again, right? So I left and I went to go blow up bed. And then when that busted, I was sleeping on her floor. And then I went back for maybe about 2 or 3 weeks while I was trying to find a place. And I found the place. So I made that one of my last live videos where I was you guys, oh, I'm new place, no bed, but I'm chilling or whatever. So I moved in with this guy. Extra room. It was between two guys. First of all, only men respond to my ads. Never any, no women, no women. It's always men. It's all men. Apparently, women don't have extra space in their apartments, or they don't have any extra rooms or anything like that. Apparently, men just buy apartments with additional rooms, so that they can oftentimes offer the rooms to people for ridiculous things like massages and tickles and other dumb shit. But yeah, so I moved in with a guy and he has been, I guess, okay, right? So it's the camera is over here because it makes me look like I'm looking away or whatever. In October last year, 2019, and I've been there all of this time. Now, my roommate at that point, he did get at some points, I remember the first he like went off and like started yelling at me like I thought it was a game, because who does that really? Um, shit. I just hit my friend. Sorry about that. um, all that noise. Okay, so I was sitting on my bed, my room. He like came to my door yelling and screaming. Like he talks really, really, really loud and stomps when he walks. He does everything really loud and obnoxiously. So he came like, fuck you gonna do about that shit on what? Fuck is you who talks to somebody like that? I'm like, what the fuck that on the stove? That would make somebody angry. Like I don't even remember being in the kitchen. Okay, so when I walked in the door, I had a can of something. I set it there on the stove. So, mind you, this is gonna make you think that he's like a clean person or a neat freak. He, he sure ain't. The next time, I believe it was fairly close in time. I remember him screaming. I thought maybe the TV or something, but apparently it was me. He was like, you gonna walk past these dishes like you don't see you don't see the fucking dishes, dude. I didn't eat anything. Why would I be washing dishes? Saying I don't understand this concept. So I guess for maybe like the first few days when I moved in, I would make something, sit my plate in the sink, and I was going to clean it, when I felt like cleaning it. Apparently, no. You would think I thought that this for me to just wash dishes. So from then on, I just started. He kept talking shit about dishes. I started washing my dishes. Literally, if I ever eat anything, wash the dish, the pan, all of it right there. My is cold. He always still dishes. Now I'm gonna tell you, he didn't work, and he was home all day, and he ate so much. I'm assuming the kitchen would be destroyed when I get home from freaking work. Pans all over, pancake batter on the floor, everywhere. Just every 8 day, he used every dish in the goddamn house. Every fucking dish. Now, my real life, not because of him or moving in there. This is the way I have been always. If my foster mom ain't die, you can ask her. I will starve before I will mess up dishes that I have. I dislike doing dishes that much. I will go out of my way to never have to. I don't know. Are explosives in front of me? Or somebody shoot? I don't know where I'm at. I don't know if it's South Side. So going on. But yeah, all of these dishes. So apparently he was feeling he should just wash all of the dishes. He don't put his dishes in the sink. They always just on the counter. His toaster is broken, so he use a frying pan to hold down the thing on the fan. Just nonsense. He was like, no, you don't wash your dishes. I don't just only, I clean the bathroom for both of us. Uh, no, you don't. Okay, because you clean the bathroom and you make your production about the bathroom all of the time. What I do is clean the floor, and I will admit to that. I don't do clean the floor. I don't really like that. Even worse with pee on the floor, okay? Because what I'm not gonna do is somebody's urine and then what? Ring the mop. Come on now, it's disgusting. And the toilet, I'm like, are you kidding me? When I moved in, he would keep the toilet seat up all. Y'all, okay, I'm back. I think it got interrupted. Oh, I got my hand across the whole thing. Oh, this thing is doing the most. So, let's see. Let me wait a few seconds for people to come back. Ooh, my neck is looking very unyouthful. Very unyouthful up in the neck area. uh, all right. Okay, see, now the sun is out, but the sun was not out. It was not hot. Uh, but me having my arms stretched out, holding the phone like far away from me, I guess residual sun. It said that the phone overheated and turned it down and locked me out. So it let me resume this YouTube, but I had to, figure all of that out. Yeah. So, just waiting a few minutes, and I gotta try to remember where I was even in the story. Well, I know I was in the part where he was crazy. So, um, yeah. So he's acting like, he keep on saying things like, I'm not the maid. I'm not the damn maid. I know you're not the maid. This dirty ass house. Are you kidding me? Well, it wasn't filthy. And I get, he did try to, clean some things up. But he had to clean it up because he was the one dirtying it up, okay? He is home all day. When I first moved in, I had two jobs. The acting job, when I would work on it, was often 12 to 15 hour days. And I ate at work. So, and working at Amazon, come on now. I'm not a heavy eater. I weigh all of 123 pounds. I'm not no cooker. You could ask my husband, ex-husband. No, he ain't no ex. We didn't get a divorce, but whatever. Yeah, so, And in the bathroom, like I was saying, he could think that he was cleaning it, but first of all, I had to wipe the toilet off every time I use it, and I'm not just gonna wipe. I gotta wash it because it's pee, and if you just wipe somebody pee around on the toilet, you just wash the toilet with pee. So you gotta clean the toilet, like clean, right? So I've come on there and he has smeared feces on the toilet seat. There has been the rugs that I bought to go in the bathroom, because the whole place was utilitarian. They ain't have a drop of color, not a picture, not a rug, not a nothing. The bathroom rugs then had shit stains on it. Come on now. And he got the nerve to be acting like he's so clean and I'm not doing my part or something. I'm like, whatever. So throughout all of this time, these things happen sporadically, but it's nothing like consistent or anything that I would think would be bothersome. We have spent our birthdays together, even during the freaking quarantine. I took him to restaurants. He has taken me out and paid for us to drink and bar hop and all kinds of stuff. Many times I thought, very close friends. I shared a lot of my business, my secrets. Told him a lot of things. He told me a lot of things. I was even there. I went with him to the ocean to let his mother's ashes go into the ocean. And, we was living together and we was friends, and it's been cool. And it had been for 10 months since last October. But honey, We got into something on the 4th of July over me being out of the room to take pictures for my boutique. I'm supposed to make a video about that. I don't know if you guys have seen my story, that's what it's called, my little stories when I be posting the pictures of me in the clothes or whatever. So I had to try to take pictures of me in the clothes in order to sell them, because you can't just be showing people, oh, this is what I got on a hanger. So I'm out there trying to take the pictures. He was outside with a neighbor, and he just walking through it like he just absolutely has to walk through at that time. I ain't said nothing. I just wait till he leave, fix the door again, fix the lights again. And like an hour later, he come in and he like, you ain't done yet? You better take your ass back in the room. So there's a lot of not so respectful talking to me going on. And I'm a grown woman, and I'm not young grown. I'm like grown, like grown enough to have grown kids grown. I just took my stuff and I went in the room. You know, I don't fucking need this. So I found a corner of my room that I could clean out and get the camera back far enough where you could see my outfit, even though it was scorching hot, no air conditioner, no fan. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make it work. All right, I feel my phone starting to get hot again. Let me put it in front of his air conditioner before it cut off again. So yeah, and then my hair, I didn't like it because I don't know if y'all see. Come on now, y'all know how my edges be doing. The disrespect, the thinness, and I'm getting older, so it's just getting thin. And so I had my little wig, and my wig it's just a little too wiggalicious. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have to pluck some of this out. So you see how the little YouTubers be plucking hairs and all of that. So I'm like, let me get my pluck on. So I'm plucking and cutting or whatever. And I thought I thinned it out, made it look a little bit cuter and more real. He seemed to be okay with the wig, but I mean, it was hair all over. I mean, all over. I don't know if you ever cut a wig, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But of course, I saw all of the hair. I was like, oh shit, let me get all this hair up. So I got up all the hair that I saw. For me, I mean, it was the room looked like it was growing hair. And I got up all of the hair, and I didn't see any more hair. He come busting up in there. You need to go in there and get that motherfucking hair up. What hair? There's hair everywhere. Where? Because I don't know how somebody who can't see their own shit or brown pee on the toilet could see a microscopic hair on the damn floor. Well, I'm like, this dude. I'm like, oh, okay, I see these 3 strands over here. I was like, I didn't get that up because those strands of hair fell inside of the pee stain that you have on the floor that's been there for, say, a week. I'm gonna pretend I didn't even hear that. You're gonna pretend you didn't hear what? That you peed on the floor and I wasn't gonna rub it up to pick up some hair? Get the hell out of here. So we got past that. So this is still July because that was the 4th of July. And maybe 2 days before this month started or so, I was sitting on my bed. The closet is like kind of right outside my bedroom door. He's going to the closet and he turned to me and he said, you need to get out in a month, and walked away. Now, mind you, we supposed to be friends. We done lived together. We done did everything. We got all kinds of future plans. I'm like, did that just happen? Because that was weird. I go out there and I'm like, that was abrupt and fast. What? Fuck you mean what, bitch? He was like, I said you got a month. I'm like, it does not take a month to find a place to live in LA unless you are rich. So if you need to find a place that you can afford, it takes quite a bit of time. Oh shit, did I flipped the damn thing over? Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time. And he was like, well, I could give you more time if you needed it. And I'm like, And I wanted to ask more questions, but I was like, don't. Because if somebody wants you to go, knowing that you're not from here, you ain't got no family, you're estranged from your husband, who is like the only person you really know here, they know how much money you make and that you can't afford to really go another place. They know that you spent all your money. on all these clothes for this boutique, that you just started a new business that used up all of your money, that you haven't saved anything up for a deposit for nothing, and that there's a pandemic going on, and they say get out in a month. That person is serious and they don't give a fuck about you. So there's nothing that he could tell me that was going to smooth it over. And the only thing that he could have told me was something that was going to be mean and hateful. And I don't need to hear hateful things. I can anticipate the hate. So whatever it was that made him say it, I can anticipate that he don't give a fuck about me. All right. So I didn't ask. And I was looking for a place. Now I'm gonna say it was probably about the 14th. He goes in the bathroom, and he has a tendency of also going in the bathroom. The bathroom is also right outside my door. Right, my door is here, the bathroom is here, and I'm not even exaggerating that it's that close. It's literally, I come out and the bathroom is right here. I can take like one step and be in it. He likes to pee with the door open, so I can hear him peeing, which is disgusting. So he goes in there to pee, and I close my door. And he comes outside my door after he is finished. I probably didn't even wash his hands, coming up in there with his dicky fingers and all of that. Stinking and funky. Talking about, and when you open this motherfucking door, you get that shit up off the floor in the bathroom. Yo, what is you talking about? I go out there, there's a piece of tissue. There's a piece of tissue on the floor next to the waste paper basket, which means that if I even did it, clearly my intention was to put it in the garbage can, and either I missed or it bounced out, or when he was taking out the garbage, it fell out. It's not like I take pieces of tissue and throw them on the floor, okay? I'm not a crackhead. What the hell? I was like, okay. He was like, no, oh my God, you need to get out. I can't stand you no more. I can't stand it. I can't take it. You can't take what is you doing? I'll just get out. Get out. Get the fuck out. I fucking hate you. So he goes on and on. He telling me that he hate me. He hate my guts. All of this stuff. He don't give a fuck about me. He don't give a fuck what happened to me. Just get the fuck out. Blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, I done paid the rent a month. I always pay my rent like really, really early in advance, because I always feel like, what if I don't have money one month? Like, so I like to have it already given to the person just in case I fall on hard times or some shit. So he's doing all of this. He done cursed me out and like everything, like really psychotic. I post the shit on Facebook. I'm like, yo, he over here tripping. My family's all worried about me. Everybody trying to make me move back to New Jersey. Like, things are going to be so much better over there. Or like the rent is any less expensive there. It really isn't. It is insanely expensive there, kind of like it is in LA. And I would still need a damn roommate, regardless. So he, I mean, everybody was like, you should call the cops, call the cops. But it had blown over and whatever. And I was like, I need him to just chill. So I'm going to just stay away from this motherfucker for the rest of the month and keep on really diligently trying to find a place, because he wants me to go, and bitch, I want to go. I'm not going to be around this. I'm not going to go through this. This ain't even my husband. This ain't even nobody I'm sleeping with. This is just a regular motherfucker that I know that I'm splitting rent with. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, so 2 days after that, he locked me out the house. So I come home from work. I'm sitting on the floor in the hallway, locked the fuck out. And he probably let me in at about 7 o'clock at night, when I really started rattling, shaking the door, because I don't know if he's home or fucking not. His car goes in the little garage thing that I don't have a key to, so I don't know if his car is in there or if it's not. Okay. And then the piece de resistance, the other goddamn day, he went bonkers. Okay, this is the thing that is supposed to be, really the big problem, right? He, when that day when he first was cursing me out and all of that stuff, fuck you, I don't give a fuck what happened to you, blah, blah, whatever, all of that, just all of this hateful stuff that he was saying. I was like, He was like, you need to get the fuck out. What do you need, money? Oh, really? So you've been borrowing money from me the whole time, but now you got you a little minimum wage job. Now he don't need my little rent money, so he feel like he just gonna mistreat me and talk all kind of shit to me. I'm like, all right. He got me damn near in tears. I closed the door and I was like, I hope you die. You hope I die? You hope I... Okay. So this leads into the next blow up. I am at work. I stay at work so late. I get off at 11:30 in the morning and I just sit at work. I sleep in the lunchroom. I sleep in my car. I sit on the curb. I just stay as long as I can at work just so I don't have to go home. I take my ass home. I try to walk on through. I saw something and I looked over and I was like, oh, it's him. He was like, yeah, I'm still alive. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know if you were. Don't talk to me, bitch. You remember what the fuck you said to me? I'm still a motherfucker alive. I'm not dead yet. You motherfucker. I fucking get the fuck out. Get out, you motherfucker. You fucking. He goes on and on. He started calling me a porn star and a whore, a hooker, saying I stink. My coochie stink, calling me bald headed, just all of this fucking stuff. He going crazy. I call 911 because he's a big man and he is belligerent and getting really, really, really crazy and aggressive towards me. And I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. What? Say it again. And I throw you and your shit out right now. Like that's a threat. And it's against the law. So everybody had already told me to call the cops. The last time, the few days before that. So I try to call 911, and I'm using the word try because it was not successful. I called 911. I was probably on hold for about 6 minutes. Nobody ever came to the phone. Hung up. Tried again. Probably about 4 minutes. The last time I know it said that I was on the phone for 13 minutes. Nobody ever answered 911. 911 was not answering calls. I called my friend Madison. And I'm like, Madison, can you call 911? This man is over here, you acting crazy again. She calls 911. They never answer the phone. She's on the other side of town. She literally had to get dressed and go to the police station and have them call the police station near where I am and have the cops come over there. And then she drove all the way over there to be with me. Needless to say, the useless ass cops, just like I said, I never call cops. They don't do shit, ever. They never help. So they came and were useless and did nothing. It is his First Amendment right for him to berate me and be belligerent and intimidating and scary and all of that stuff. He can say whatever he wants to say. I'm like, really? If I were to walk up to, say, a white woman on the street and begin to call her a whore and a bitch, and tell her that I hate her and I don't care about her, I don't give a fuck about her, and I'm all up in her face, I can guarantee you it would be a crime. I can guarantee you that it is a crime. Now, I don't know what crime it would specifically be, but I know my ass would be in jail. I know that for goddamn sure. But yeah, they did nothing. And my friend was like, I'm not gonna leave you. She was like, because I know he with the shits. He gonna do something else. So the cops leave. Well, no, when we walked in, he's like, who are you? We ignored him. You already told me not to talk to you. Now we gonna talk to you, me and my friend. So he went to go tell the cops. And they were like, so what are you doing here? She was like, I am her friend. I am the one who came and got you. No. What do you think? They give you money per subscriber? I get $100 and something every 2-3 months. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Well, he said that he wasn't gonna. She said that she wasn't leaving. And she would stay for a couple of hours just to, help me calm down or whatever. So we're there. And we're just, yeah, we're just chilling. And I go to plug in my phone, and I'm like, he turned the electricity off. So soon as the cops left, he showed his ass. He done turned the electricity off. We didn't know where it was, so we tried to call 911 again, even though they didn't answer. Both of the times when both of us had called, probably an hour combined of no one calling YouTube. Got me reading this thing. Calling 911. So we call them. Somebody does come through, or to the direct line to the police station, supposedly. Because then that started doing the same thing as the thing, which was to do, you remember back in the day when people had, lines, the dial up. It makes that dial up sound, and then a lady start talking in Spanish, and then the whole thing just starts all over again. That's what was happening on that day. But we happened to get through, and the lady was like, well, if you live there, then you have the right to have the electricity on, and you can go into his room if that's where the thing is. We went inside, and the breaker wasn't in there. We actually found it outside. So my friend turned the electricity back on. He came back from wherever he was at and saw that it was on and turned it back off, because it's outside in the back of the building. And she turned it back on. And then the next time she ran outside, she was on the phone with somebody, and they were like, you need to be recording it. She ran down the stairs. I saw the video. He has like a tool or something out there. He's out there breaking the breaker so that the electricity can't come on. Then he's yelling when I was still inside the house. He's yelling, anybody got a trolley, a dolly? I need a dolly or something. Somebody to help me bring this refrigerator downstairs. So he came up. He was like, you need to get your shit out the refrigerator, because I'm going to throw the refrigerator in the garbage. Sorry about that. My hand is getting slippery, so I had to readjust. Yeah, he's talking about he going to throw the refrigerator in the garbage. So this is to, because I have food in the refrigerator, in the freezer, and all of that. So to turn off the electricity, and also to make all my food go bad or whatever. I took my stuff out. Whatever. My friend texted me, because she had been outside, and, trying to call the cops again, the 911 again. So we can't record, because you can't record somebody doing something to you and also be on the phone for, an hour waiting for 911 to answer the damn phone. So she texted me. She was like, he locked me out. So I go down there, talking to her, and I'm like, oh, man. We gotta get the cops back over here, because he really tripping. And then I just hear boom, boom. He didn't lock me out of the apartment. So I'm in like the hallway, but he locked me out, and I yelled up because the windows are open. I was like, I'm gonna call the cops. He said, I don't give a fuck who you call, bitch. Did I tell you that nobody's ever called me a bitch before? I am not. It's so disrespectful to me. That is something I literally feel like I could have fucking slit his throat. And to be called a bitch that many times, yeah. But see, I don't need to be going to jail, especially for a motherfucker who is not my husband. Now, my husband, I almost went to jail for killing him. That's why I left. I can't keep getting in situations with men that make me have to almost go to prison. Like, this is okay. So he left out of the front door. So we have, the apartment has a back and a front. She said that she was in the front and she saw him leave, and I was like, are you sure it was him? She was like, yes, it's a BMW, it's a truck. I'm like, that's him. Yeah. So she said he came out of the front, and he told her to kiss his ass, and drove away and left. Now, we are both locked out of the house. Her car keys are upstairs. She is a mom. She came over to just try to, calm things down or whatever. And I'm locked out. I ain't got no shoes on. I'm banging on the door, kicking the door. The lady downstairs like, first of all, you need to close this door. The only people that live here. I was like, I do live here. No, you don't. Yes, the fuck I do. I know where I live. Well, you ain't on the lease. I'm like, I ain't got to be on the lease. That ain't the law. The law, I have been here for 10 months. I have confirmed residency. And this is my place of damn residence. Well, I don't think so. Well, I don't care. Well, I'm going to call the cops. Good. They ain't going to come because I called them. They didn't come because it was you. Is that why? Did they know it was me? And they know you personally by your phone number or what? Girl, go on. So, she didn't call them, or if she did, they didn't come. And I was like, she had told the man next door, I'm gonna wind up calling the apartment manager. I'm like, yes, somebody please call the owner of the apartment, because I don't know their number. Because he was renting to me illegally. So of course he never wants me to know the number to the people, right? Because it's not Section 8, but it's like Section 8, but for veterans. Some VA shit. VASH. Yeah. And he had I don't even know why they gave him a 2-bedroom in the first place, but yeah, he renting the shit out, and so I wasn't trying to get him into no trouble or none of that shit. He could have avoided all of this by not fucking with me. Okay, but by the time this was all over, okay, it's getting to be late. I usually go to bed at 8 o'clock because I need to be at work at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I get up at 1:45 and get dressed, and I leave at 2:30. All right, so it's already after 8. It's already past my bedtime. I done been through all of this. I get off work at 11:30 in the morning, so I've probably been going through all of this since like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, right? Uh, she's like, my friend is like, you know what? We need to just start this over with fresh eyes tomorrow. She was like, it's dark. You ain't got no shoes on. You're probably not going to be able to go to work. Just come to my house. Her ex-husband came with her spare keys for the car. She was like, and we're just going to have to do this again tomorrow. So we're driving away. We're leaving. And while we're leaving, we see the cops coming out of somebody else's like house or something. She stopped the car in the middle of the street. We jump out. We flag down the cops. Tell the cops about what's going on and ask them to come back. They told me that it's illegal to lock me out of the house, so I have the legal right to break the window or the door or whatever I need to do to get into the house. So I busted open the glass, and my hand was bleeding and all of that, and started getting my stuff. And I was like, it's gonna be so much shit. The lady, they went downstairs and got the apartment owner's number from the lady. Even though she didn't want to give it to them, she's still like, I don't know, covering for him or some shit. And yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. So the apartment owner came, and she tried to fucking hoorah on me at first, like I was the one, because she was like, I didn't rent to her, I don't even know who she. And the cop is like, it don't matter if you know her or not. We've already proven her residency. She has mail here, her furniture. Yeah, she lives here. And yeah, well, I'm gonna have to evict her. She's like, evict her for what? She was already trying to leave. And you have to have just cause to fucking evict me. I paid my rent, even if it wasn't to you. I paid rent to be here, and I ain't no squatter, but I think it falls under squatters' rights. Whatever the fuck it is, I have legal rights to be here. And no, and he's the one who did something wrong. He's the one who knows you and knows that he wasn't supposed to be renting and all of that. So no, don't come up in here. And I've been abused, girl. I'm up in here. I'm tearful. My hand is bleeding. Ain't no electricity. We can't see. So I'm trying to move out with no light. So we're using the little flashlights from the phone and all of this. And I got out all my boutique stuff because I thought he would destroy it, because, I just bought it. And I got out almost all of my clothes. And the rest of the stuff, like I can't take my bedroom set that I bought, my bed, my dresser, mirror, nightstand, my computer, my printer, my crock pot, my blender, like all of that stuff is still there. So I just, right now, my car is just full of clothes, and the trunk is full of clothes. And I've been staying at my friend's house, and I stayed one night at my mother-in-law's house because my husband happened to call, and I finally told him what's going on, because I didn't want him going over there starting no fight with this man. Because first of all, I don't know if he could even beat the man. I don't want him going over there getting beat up trying to defend me and nothing. So Yes, and he was like, "Go by my mother's house." He was like, "Just go." Mind you, my husband is homeless also. Okay, so my apartment that he was in, he got evicted from. I think I made a video, but I don't know if I kept it up saying I got evicted. I was evicted legally, I guess, because the apartment's in my name. It's my apartment, but I left. I had already been gone for months when he got evicted from my apartment. But because of coronavirus, they allowed him to stay like all of these months, and they just kicked him out, like either the end of July or the very beginning of August. So they gave him a long time to get some shit together, and he did not. So my husband is living in a car, but probably, it might be indefinite. Um, but I can't worry myself about that because I didn't do anything to be homeless. I paid my bills, I did everything that I was supposed to do, and I'm going to find another freaking place to go. My husband, I just hope that, the government can help him or whatever. But like I said, I can't be worried all about all of that stuff. So that is my story about how I am homeless and living in my car, living from my car, because I don't want to say I haven't slept in the car a night uh, at all yet, thank goodness. um, there are people online even just offering like I don't want you to sleep in the car, I don't want no roommate, but you could come over and sleep at least, like something. I'm like, oh, people are nice. People like, I can give you some money, I don't have a room, but I got some money for you. I'm like, no, I mean, I have money for what I can afford. Um, no need to have extra because the next month I'm not going to have it. So I'm not going to go and rent something that I can't afford continuously. So, based on my finances, the amount of money that I make working at Amazon, which is not a lot, I believe it is completely televised how much they pay everybody. And based on this being LA and the rents being what, $1,500 without utilities just for a studio. They've rented rooms for like $1,000. So last year when I found my roommate, I only had $550 I could afford because that's how much my apartment was. The one that my husband lost, it was about $560, everything included. He lost that apartment, but that's how much I could afford. So my roommate was renting that room for $550, and I was staying there and chilling for like almost a year. So I paid down some of the credit card debt and stuff that I accrued with my husband, but I had to get a car because he took my car and crashed it and all of that, which brought my debt back up and everything. So now I'm like, okay, now I can afford about $750, which should get me, more rooms, room offers and things like that. But it's still slim because the average room, people are renting rooms for $900 to $1,000 for, to rent a room out of a house or apartment. For $700, they're renting. They want you to live in a room with somebody else, split a room for $750. It's fucking ridiculous. I've been thinking about going down to Atlanta. I don't know what I would do there, but I guess there's acting there. And ain't no acting going on now any damn way. But I don't know. I like LA. I have to start making more money. I just have to make more money. But I don't need to work any more than I do because I am tired and I work too much. Shit. So that's my dilemma. That's how things are going. I'm gonna find some bags and put these clothes into bags because I'm afraid that somebody's gonna bust out my window. Um, yeah, because I left a box. I left a box in the car once, and it made them break my window, and they just robbed me blind. They took everything, and although it's just a box of clothes, a lot of them are new with tags on them and all of that stuff because, like I said, it was from my little boutique that nobody bought anything from. My boutique is not doing well, and I don't have any time to focus on it or anything right now, so it's whatever. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm not going to stress myself out about it because that's my little learning experience. That's me trying to get on my game to wealth, and it's going to be something I'm going to have to figure out. So that'll have to happen after I find stable housing. So thank y'all for letting me vent and talk and chit chat and explain all of the things that's going on. Hopefully when I do get stabilized, all of that stuff, I'll be able to make videos, you know, the old school kind where it's not live and all dramatic, right? Where it's just like, I'm like, hey, look at me do my eyebrows. Hey, look at me cook this thing or whatever, you know, and I can edit it and it could be neat. Instead of all over the place with me being all, you know, stressed out and dramatic, like I said. I'll be talking to y'all soon. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I miss YouTube so much. But I done got old and I don't be having nothing to talk about. And most of my subscribers ain't even around no more. Don't nobody, they be like, I don't watch YouTube no more. But I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye. How you stop this? Are you sure you want to stop? Oh, yeah.